Okay, here we stream. Okay, so before getting started with the topic, let me give a quick recap here of a few things and then we'll move on forward. Just a second. Okay, so guys, before really kicking on with the today's topic of communication, it's important that we keep revising ourselves and in the mind keep recollecting the things which really matter so that we don't forget it. And we have started implementing really a lot of things as part of the morning batch. So yes, many of us are joining morning 6 to 7. Today was the day 2, and yes, slowly and steadily, let's start building up that kind of morning routine. Okay. So before really going on with the communication topic, based upon past 2 days, what we covered, and if anybody is having questions with regards to that, so already during the attendance, some of them have asked it. So we'll quickly go through those questions and then we will touch for the topic for today. Okay. By that way, I was just thinking maybe today, if you have some doubts on communication, just log the queries there. So tomorrow we can spend initial time to address it. By that way, in rotation we will keep addressing the queries as well. Okay, so fine, let me quickly share the screen. Or like you guys know already, in this LinkedIn blog we are maintaining all the sessions, so at any given point of time, if you want to watch the recorded YouTube version or the content of the session, so the link is available. Let me paste this link in Zoom chat to you so that you guys can have it. Okay, yeah, this is where it is. Fine, so we started with week 2 day 1. Okay, the primary point was how do you overcome low times in your life. Nothing but it's about your momentum flow that we discussed. Okay, primarily two things. Just a quick recap: whenever you face problems, what do? How do you think? How do you act? Okay, and that is based upon the momentum that you carry, and we need to train ourselves. How do we change the momentum? And the best place to do that is every single day in the morning you reset your life so that you can change from a failure momentum to a success and take your success to the next level. This is how things will be. And then we came up with a list of topics. Okay, so what do? Wake up early, meditate, gratitude practice, affirm yourself, rebuild your personality, look at your goals, write down your goals, plan your day for maximum results, and then getting down in details like in nature and stuff like that, listening to motivation, working out, cold shower. So nothing but your mind, also your training, your goals of life, your maximum productivity for the day, you're gearing for that, plus you're getting active. So guys, this is the best way of living. Okay, the best way, a fully active body with passion, with purpose to take on life, and that's what it is. So yes, we covered that on day 1. And then yesterday we touched on productivity related thing. Okay, how do you get, so once the morning has started properly, how do you continue that momentum and get more results during the day? That's what is productivity and high performance. So that was the topic, how to become a high performer. So that was the topic of yesterday. And primarily we discussed a lot of core techniques which can help you to become more productive, result oriented, performance based person. 5-second rule: act immediately. 80-20, find the core 20% which will give you maximum results. Next, touch it once, take an item, finish it. Next, start with the most challenging piece first, so that is going to save a lot of uncertainty time later. Next, understand urgency versus important, what you want to do. These were the things. And then we even said like how your full day should look like, right? So right from the beginning we plan, then a system of Pomodoro, and then in the evening we take a like review of the day back again. Okay, and yes, देखो, how many of you might have really applied this? That really becomes questionable. Okay, Some of you might have done, some of you might have just forgotten after the session. And just understand, this is the difference between those who will accomplish results and those who will not. And if you are belonging in the category who is not really taking actions, so thoda sa be self aware. Okay, this is the problem in me, and how do I overcome it? Because you have to self realize it, because this itself will know ki what will happen 10 years from now. So after knowing something, if you're not able to immediately take actions, results will not come. So guys, thoda sa start studying yourself. Okay, fine. Now let me even paste the Pomodoro link to you guys here. Okay, just in case, but from tomorrow at least. So this is the Pomodoro tracker link, pasting it in the chat. Okay, yeah. So guys, from tomorrow start tracking it here. That's what guys, if you are, many people do one time learnings, and after one time learnings, if they don't apply it, they will not get results. The good part with you guys is, yesterday you did something, maybe you did not take action, but today you again came back. Nothing but consistency with repetition. That's where today you will again realize, I missed that yesterday's thing, I should start applying it. That's how with consistency, day by day, you will start improving. That's where never do the things only one time. Repeat, repeat, repeat. The more you do, the more you will start following things, because nobody becomes perfect in one shot attempt. You have to keep improving in yourself. So that's the beauty part with all you guys. You are giving that back to back momentum every single day, trying to jump back here. And all those who do, they will eventually start following, because there is no other way. Because daily you are listening to these words, you want to do it, and we are trying to recap stuff. It is really going to be helpful. Okay, so fine, this is good. Next. Okay, so fine, this is what it is, the entire uh, things for yesterday. Okay, now let's quickly go on to the questions whatever team might have asked. We'll run through it quickly. I'll start with yesterday related things. Okay, let's start actually right from Monday onwards. Okay, good session, thank you, blah blah blah. Next, thank you, great, thank you, good session, very excited for morning routine, thank you. Okay, fine. Now where are the questions? Okay, there is a question here: how to be positive throughout your life. Okay, we'll try to keep things as to the point as possible. How to be positive throughout your life. Guys, first of all, know it, ups and downs are part of life. There will be some days you really feel good and great and positive, and there will be coming times in your life where you actually feel broken down, lack in confidence, feeling like things are not going right in your life. This is part of life. Okay, so don't try to always be on a positive, because it's not really possible. Happiness will be there, sadness will also be there. Okay, joy will be there, suffering will also be there. And know it, being a human being, you have to experience both emotions. The thing is, how do you really overcome those low points? You just need to work on that. Okay, and few things already as part of that morning routine section where I said, right, so listening to that motivational words, when you are in low phases of your life, listen to that and try to overcome it. Okay, somewhere I read this very beautiful technique. Okay, a person, he was a very great like CEO, he said this: whenever life knocks me down, I'll give one day to me to cry, complain, do whatever, but next day again I get on with the game and fix the problems. So I don't drag that. So I'm okay to feel like a loser, but I block it to feel that only for one day. I will cry, complain, give all the reasons, blah blah blah, but next day when it starts, I will again take on life and get started from there. Okay, so yes, throughout the life, don't even try to be positive, because it's not possible. There will be low times coming. You need to teach yourself of how to overcome those low times and then minimize them. And how can you minimize it? With, again, the techniques are shared: daily practice of gratitude, daily reading books, it will give you new ideas, new techniques, and following up right people on social media. There are a lot of successful people. So when you watch a lot of positive things, ideas, innovations, your mind will not get time to think about negative things. Okay, and that's how in a long run you will be getting more of this. So that's how you have to strategize your life. Okay, fine. Next. uh okay, getting good motivation to do reset of the morning. Okay, fine. So that's it. Many people are just like they are experiencing good things, and question was only one. Now let's go to yesterday. Okay. There are a lot of things. These are just like compliments. Okay, somebody asked a question. Okay, so IT related topic we will do it later. So when there is IT topic happening, then you guys can post IT questions. So there is a question: how do you understand others' code without debugging? So we will take it when the IT topic comes up. Okay, next. Okay, now next question. This could be important. This is related to what we have been discussing in past 2 days. Can we change day plan while working on day? Okay, can we change day plan while working on day? If there are any changes you might feel like, so nothing but in the morning you have made some plan. Okay, today I'm going to do this, but during the day is it okay to change this? So guys, देखो, you should always act based upon priority. Your only thumb rule of making decisions should be what is more important for you. So let's say during the morning you have planned some set of actions, but all of a sudden, if some other work is coming, if it is having more importance or more priority, okay, so in such cases, yes, you can definitely change plan. But if you feel that that work can still be done tomorrow, so just check on the importance and the priority of that work. If it is possible to move that work to tomorrow and still don't impact your current day planning, try to do that. But if it is going to have any impact to customers, to you, to whoever, then check the importance of this and then you can readjust the day. Okay, so first priority पे look at the seriousness and the priority of this ad hoc plan item which is coming up, and accordingly you decide, is it okay to do that tomorrow? If it is not okay, then you have to do it today, and maybe then you have to bring down some of the items. So be practical. Don't feel bad about yourself because you did not know that ad hoc work is going to come. So yes, it is okay to be flexible, but your decision maker should be how important and the priority that work is carrying. Okay, fine. Next. Okay, again somebody says thank you for the valuable session, fabulous session, and good night. Okay. Okay, now there are like questions. Okay. Okay, question. As you said, okay, should it take complex task at first? Okay, for suppose we have 4 to 5 tasks in a given day. By taking the complex task, all remaining tasks will be pending. How much it will be feasible to take complex task at first? Okay, fine. So yes, yesterday we read a technique, right? Okay, eat the frog first, or take the complex and the challenging part first. Okay, देखो, now point is, if you really look at it one day perspective, and if you have 4 to 5 tasks to be done, okay, so first you have to really broaden up and start thinking in terms of your sprints. If you're in projects, nothing but it's not about just one day. You cannot take a slice of one day because that is not a deliverable. You need to really factor in your sprint, which is 2 weeks or maybe 1 week, and a bigger unit. Okay, and in that you have to plan. Yes, it is possible if you pick up one complicated task first, and the rest all of the work will stay pending, and everybody will be like, there is no progress happening, no progress happening. In such case, yes, you can, that's what, up ahead, plan your maybe full week, and in that you decide, okay, for Monday I will take the easy related items so that at least I can show some progress, and then Tuesday I will pick up this complicated piece. Maybe it might take 2 3 days, but still that is going to solve your major problem, because complex work either today or tomorrow you have to do it. The earlier you do it, the better it will be. So यहाँ पे you have to look at a bigger time frame and then plan के when do you think you should pick this, and try to plan it as early as possible. If you feel because you will be stuck with this you will not be able to progress, then maybe you can split up your day. Like daily half day I will work on this complicated item, remaining half day I will keep managing the small items. By that way I will have progress of my work also, plus in 2 3 days I will finish the complex piece also. So you can really configure things around based upon your needs. And yes, it is a valid, but I would say it's not just about one day. Okay, look at it into a broader window. And if it is one day and if everything has to be done, so there is no question asked. In one day, 4 5 tasks have to be done, then you have to do it. Okay, and yes, take the complex piece first, because rest, even though others are not happening, but if it is only one day, you have to get 4 things done. So you need to do whatever it takes for doing that. Maybe you can ask for other team members to help you to get your work done. But generally, in my entire experience, I'm always saying it never boils down to one day mein itna kuch karna hai. It is always about in 2 weeks we have this much work. Now it's all about planning, prioritizing, and getting the work done. Okay. हाँ प्रियंका, हाँ प्रियंका अचानक से अरे कैमरा ऑन हो गया अरे गलती हो गई ठीक है, no problem. Okay, so that's how it is, guys. Consider that in your planning. Okay, and there is another question regarding to, again, IT related topics, like how to talk to seniors, team leads, CTOs, and stuff like that. So we will discuss about that as part of the IT related sessions. So okay, so guys, as part of these day-to-day topics, whatever we discuss, try to ask relevant question to that, so that it will even help the rest of the people. Okay, and IT related topics we are going to launch as part of, okay, tomorrow is going to be again about a common thing between IT and non-IT, but as we go forward from Friday onwards and full next week, so that's going to be full-fledged related to the IT. Okay, and let's see. Chalo, so all these things said and done. Now going down to today's topic. Okay, so guys, everybody clear with what we are doing so far, right? Just put a few dones in the chat. All who are in full context of this 1.5 week swing that is happening. Week 1 we took the goals, we have done even some setting. Week 2 we started waking up in the morning. Some of you are doing it, some are still not doing it. Those who are not doing, I would request you to plan your life in a manner where you do that. Our YouTube sessions are going to be recorded and available there. Okay, and now we are getting into the week 3 related habits. Okay, fine. Krishna says done, Shenu says done. Good. Sanketir, Dhanraj, Durgesh. Akhil is saying when this batch started. So we start a batch every month, first Monday. So it started accordingly, 2nd of Jan onwards. So next batch is going to start from 6th of February. So every month, first Monday, we will be launching. Okay, fine. Okay, chalo guys, so let's take on the topic for today, which is communication. Okay guys, really important, really interesting. And before I get started, let me plug in the charger. Just give me a second, laptop will die otherwise. Okay, guys, chalo, let's start with the communication topic. First thing, I guess all you people are aware and you know the importance of communication. Okay, in the IT and even in any other industry, if you are good in communication, more opportunities will be opening for you. Okay, now personally speaking, I know people, they were technically very good, but their promotion was blocked because they were not able to communicate. And communicate is ability to explain whatever you know to somebody else. Okay, I'm not talking about fluent and very great this that blah blah blah. No, simple. If you know something, okay, you are not able to explain to other person, that means you're struggling in communication. If others are not understanding, okay, what you are trying to say, that is a problem in communication. Okay, and in projects there were promotions not happening because they said, hey, come on, if the guy is promoted, he would have to explain the technical architecture and the system to other teams. He would have to represent our team in other meetings. And if he cannot explain it there, others will be confused and that is going to be bad. So this guy is not yet eligible for being promoted. For years in a row, promotion completely stopped because of this problem. Okay. Next, I've seen in some industries and some of my friends, they were saying, okay, if a person is not good in communication, don't hire them, regardless of what technical skills they carry. Don't hire them, because our job is customer facing job. We have to interact with the clients almost on a daily basis. And if this person cannot talk to them, cannot understand what they are saying, cannot convince them for something, it's not going to work as well. So just understand, if you are having problems with this communication, there will be some consequences in your life. Either opportunities will not be coming or your growth will go pretty slow. That means you have to work on this and improve. So there is only one way. You have to work and you have to improve in this. Okay, fine. Now it's possible. First of all, just relax. Okay, just understand these few things. Communication is a learnable skill. Anybody from any background can learn anything. Okay, and every one of you is naturally having communication skills in your own regional language. Whatever is your home language, mother tongue, you have all the communication skills which are required in your mother tongue, because you have spoken it for the past 20 plus years of your life. So that itself means, okay, you can communicate. The problem is, if you're trying to do some other language which you're not comfortable with, and that is where all the problems happen. But naturally, so few conclusions. Okay, all of you are already good in communication, but it is in the language which you have spoken for the past 20 years, nothing but your regional language, and maybe with your friends and close people. With them, no hesitation. You can just speak on and on and on. You don't even think कि क्या बात करना, it just happens. Okay, so with your comfort environment, with your comfort language, you guys are already good in communication, and this itself is a proof that you can communicate. Okay, now the thing is, what you need to learn. So that means you are a good communicator in different area. What you need to learn is all the skills which you have in your local stuff. How do you apply it even when you talk to different people, different situations, and different language? And that's what is going to become your skill development process. You need to take yourself from this comfort zone to this new zone and be as comfortable as possible there in order to start communicating. That's it. Yahi pura mystery. You are already good, but your goodness needs to grow to a different area where you are not comfortable right now. If you can put this bridge, automatically you will be able to properly communicate. Skills are there, talent is there, potential is there, everything is there. This bridge is missing. Okay, so first get that thing, and anybody can learn it. It's not a matter of, okay, I can do it or I cannot do it, so don't doubt yourself. It just needs practice in a certain direction for a certain time. So today we are going to discuss what techniques you should practice. But again, guys, yesterday we talked about a session, day before yesterday we talked about it, today we will talk about it. But if you don't take actions, nothing will change. It's guaranteed, nothing will change. If you want results in life, you have to take action. That's how your life changes. So this is what it is. So wake up in the morning, join along with us. That's how your life will change. If you are not able to come with us, it is fine, but do it for yourself. But take actions. Don't listen and forget. Nothing will change in your life. And success needs commitment. So chalo. Now let's understand, how do you really become better in a different language, with different people, with different situations, circumstances. कैसे करना है? ठीक है? देखो, simple. There might be a lot of techniques and all that, okay, but I want to explain you a very simple concept. How did you naturally learn communication? Okay, nothing but in your mother tongue. How did you naturally learn it? Nobody taught you. You just learned it over a matter of time. You just became that. And guys, that's how communication can just, you can just pick up like this. Along with time, if you're practicing it in a certain manner, just replicate the process what you did in your childhood. If you're able to replicate it long enough, you can just learn any other language. And now you are smarter, your brain functions more efficiently, you can fasten up that learning. So even as a child, it took more time. Now with smart brain, you can learn more faster. So you can learn that in less time better. So what is the process basically? Let's understand. Okay. So as a child, for initial 3 years, you were not speaking. What you were doing is listening, seeing. Only these two things happening. You are just observing. Okay. What words? When do people use these words? Just observation, just listening. And in that you listen. When somebody is angry, how does that look like? When somebody is happy, how does the face look like? Nothing but in the initial 3 years of your childhood, baby, jab diaper gili kar dete, right? Only the eyes were working, ears were working. Simple. You just absorbed for 3 years. And then you started speaking. Okay, and maybe in 1 year, 2 years, automatically, slowly your vocabulary happened, and all of the emotions, the human being is inbuilt with emotions. When you get angry, your voice raises up, automatically it happens, right? When you are angry, upset, voice texture changes, face expressions like changes. When you're happy, your voice quality changes, face changes. Nothing but naturally all those things are there. Okay, this is what it is. Just understand, for 3 years you just consumed. After that, for 1 year you were consuming and you were speaking. Nothing but you were practicing, and you already had your emotions bundled with all this. You were able to start communicate in the language of your choice. But you need to understand what is the catch here. For the 3 years, everybody around you were speaking in that language. It was a full new vocabulary, but they were all speaking in that language 24/7. Nothing but the amount of consumption was very high. And when you were speaking 24/7, you were speaking in that language. That's how you mastered it. This is it. If you want to learn any new language, you need to multiply this. You need to consume that new language the way you consumed it like a child. Maybe 8 hours a day, 5 hours a day, and every single day, whatever you do, consume it in that manner only. So if you want to become good in English, just listen to everything that you do, maximum time in English only. Whether you understand it or not does not matter. Your brain was capable in your childhood also. Subtitle भी नहीं थे, बात कोई कर रहा है नीचे subtitle नहीं आते थे. Your father is saying olo olo olo, समझ जाते थे, right? So our brain is very capable. So don't doubt yourself. The thing is, you have to put yourself in situation where daily you are consuming it more. Okay. Now it is up to you. And guys, now don't tell me every day I did for 1 hour and still I'm not getting. 1 hour will not even matter. Do it for 5 hours. Do it for 6 hours. Maybe with your friends, when you're having conversation, have in English only. When you're watching any movie, watch it in English only. When you're watching documentaries or interview, consume it in English only. When this consumption rate grows, automatically your brain will observe it, hear it, it will process it inside. You will unknowingly start grabbing those words, essence, and everything. Natural way of learning sikha raha. A very pure way, jahan pe there is no manipulation required, no hacks required. You just do it more. Okay. Next, you start speaking. Okay, now you might be like, logo ke samne, when I say, people might laugh, my friends might make jokes about it, family ke samne ke. So there are ways, there are techniques by which you can optimize it. Okay, maybe initially you start speaking just in a closed room, stand in front of a mirror, start reading there. Okay, starting that, like that it can happen. Or maybe you just take your phone, tell it something, record yourself in, and listen back to what you're saying. Nothing but you can do those all things, but important two things: you have to start listening more. Second, you have to start speaking more. And the more you do it, you will be rewarded all throughout your life. Language, ek bar once you learned it, you are able to utilize it for the past 20 years of your life without even trying to learn even more. So it is one time thing. Once you master it, it will be sticking with you for a long time. Now, let me tell you, based upon my personal experience, initially I was not that great in my communication. ठीक है, but right now you might see यार I am able to really do things, I am able to speak and spontaneously this that everything. Okay, so yes, there has been great improvement in me. Okay, but I'll just break down few things. So break the myths. Okay, naturally होता है ऐसे कुछ नहीं होता है, ठीक है, it's a learnable skill. I did something in my past because of which I am able to do it like this. If you do those things right now, for the next 20 years of your life you will be able to enjoy the fruits of it. So it needs to happen someday. Okay, now few things. All throughout my childhood, primarily we were speaking Hindi at home, Hindi plus Urdu, a kind of combination of that. Majorly Hindi is chalta tha, but with your friends also Hindi, family also Hindi. And while we were in school, only with teachers we used to speak in English. With your friends of school, again it was Hindi only. Okay, we never felt ki kuch bhi problem hoga, we never felt like that. Okay, and this is how my entire 10th happened, even 12th happened, full graduation happened. And one incident I will say, while I was in my, okay, I think first year or second year, something like that. So then I was about to give a big presentation for like a big like college audience, 1,000 people. And that was my first big audience speaking, okay, where there were everybody of the college, all the students and faculties and blah blah blah. So 1,000 people. I spoke for initial 5 minutes properly, and after that I was mute. Honestly, okay, I was not even getting words, what to say, what not to say. There was a presentation PPT behind me, and I was like, bhul gaya, everything just wiped out. It might happen to some of the people. Okay, now the thing is, after then I just read back the slides one by one, finished up the presentation, somehow came down, and then I'm like, kya ho gaya? Like, why was I blank? Why was I not able to speak? The only thing is, because we have not spoken it like that in that environment previously, that is where the hesitation comes. So if you really want to master communication, you need to speak often with different people in different environments. Automatically you will become fearless. Okay, whenever you do first time something, it is always tough. But if you become afraid of that first time, you're not ready to take the next step to learn, you will never learn. And that is the problem happening with many people. एक बार दो बार कुछ बोल दिए, some people made jokes about it, and then you are scared to even speak, and that is where you are stuck, right? So open करना पड़ेगा, you have to break this, because unless you break you will never be able to go forward. So yeah, first time for me was a failure. Next, let me tell you the same two. देखो, naturally somehow I got trained for these two things: listening more, speaking more. When I was in my college for 4 years, somehow college madness time, we were watching movies like anything. ओके, जाते थे, एक डीवीडी आता था, 5 movies in 1 DVD, सब लोग कंट्रीब्यूशन करके 5-5 रुपया डाल के 45 रुपीज का एक डीवीडी मिलता था, एंड देन फुल, ठीक है. So that's what was the college life. Every single day new DVD, and like hours together, full night में 3-3 4-4 बजे तक our life was like that. Movies, office, like college khatam, we are at home, and then we used to start just at maybe 6-7, and रात भर चल रही है 3-3 बजे. And at that time all this craze happened of all these fantasy movies, X-Men and Avengers wale sare ke sare, and blah blah blah, all series, Fast and Furious, ye wo, matlab everything we consumed was in English only. Okay, unknowingly it just happened. And guys, I did not even realize, but when I did it for like 4 years of my life, my brain just learned it. And when you watch movies has expressions, emotions, and everything. So somehow I catched it, listened it, and that was my life daily, 6 hours for like very long time. And then it just implanted in me. Okay, that's how I consumed. Later on, I realized, yeah, why am I able to do all this? When the first time I failed during my college time, but later on, how I became smooth with that. So this is what it was. Okay. Second thing, when I was before starting my IT journey, guys, I'm trying to share you the real experience incidents so that you can really relate ki what to do, what not to do. Okay, and these are simple things, anybody can do it. You just have to invest maybe 1 year very aggressively, and you can learn that. My unknowingly happened. If you do 1 year very aggressively, in 2024 you will be a far better communicator. If you don't take actions, still the same struggling point will be. Okay. Now the second thing, how I started speaking proper, it was before even I started with IT job. I was in Amirpet doing project training. Okay, so I was the trainer there, and me being a BSc computer science, I needed to teach to BTech people, MTech people, and MCAs. Those guys used to come, and I was working in an institute as a trainer for projects in Amirpet. So it was like for 6 months. I did that job for 6 months. It was 8 hours, 10 hours of work every single day. And my work was just to explain projects. That's it. We used to go every single day in the morning, and there used to be a rush of people. And it was just like, okay, take a project, explain. Okay, this is how you have to do. This is how you have to do. So I practiced it 10 hours a day, okay, for 6 months. Automatically, what will happen? I will become good in that because I'm doing that thing repeatedly. And guys, it was to that point where actually I used to get blood in my throat. Itna baat karna padta. Because I never did that in my past life. All of a sudden, 10 hours non-stop speaking, I used to get throat problem, infections. But usme be like there were techniques, salt, gargle, karo, ye karo, and then get it fixed and speak again. Okay. And but point is, I did that like 12 years ago, or maybe like before that. But that completely changed my entire future. Now, it just happens based upon coincidence. I was not knowing that those things, those times will be so much useful for me. And let me tell you, because of having good technical skills plus communication skills, I got promoted pretty fast. I created opportunities, grabbed opportunities, and I moved up the ladder pretty soon in my IT career. Okay, somewhere where even people having 10 years, 12 years of experience right now in industry, they are still playing role of an individual developer, individual contributors in many projects. Okay, from there I grew from a Java experience to becoming a full stack, to becoming a technical lead, leading a 10-member teams, then 15 members, 20 members, right now 40 members, 40 head of technology. Like, how can this thing happen is when you are effective into your communication, taking the team together, injecting what you feel and the right things to the people. So more opportunities will be coming if you really work on this skill. Okay, fine. So the conclusion so far, it's possible for everybody to learn. Second, if you want to learn that, start consuming it more like anything. Next time onwards, everything that you see on internet, okay, make sure it is in English only. If you're trying to learn English language, whether you understand it or not does not really matter. Watch it with subtitles, pause it, play it, repeat it, whatever, but do it more often so that your brain will get habituated. Guys, because what will happen is if your brain is not habituated with this, you get into your projects, the clients will talk to you and it will just be bouncers. You will not even understand the conversation. And if you don't understand what they are saying, you will build up wrong system. And IT में कोई ऐसे घर वाले नहीं है कि आके समझाएंगे. They will teach you again and again. You have to catch it, you have to understand it. They will just say, hey, you're not able to do this job properly. Right? Thoda coaching, a bit coaching people can give you, but if you're not able to do it, it's a problem. So I would highly suggest start consuming it in English only. Okay, maybe foreign accent wale English. That's where watch the outside related movies. There are so many things. Netflix pe yahan, there are full series, but watch meaningful thing, not just entertainment time pass. So there is so much of things happening about business, startups, and entrepreneurship, about accomplishing success in life. There are so many things available, which is educational, which is growth oriented. Consume all of that content. So listen it, see it, listen it, hear it. You will automatically get that. Make that commitment to yourself, everything in English. And second, start practicing it. Okay, how do you practice? It's simple, step by step. Okay, go. Again, I'll give some notes about it, so don't worry. By the end of the session, I will quickly share a notes about it. Okay, what things, very detailed, precise step of instruction. Okay, what you need to do is simple. Take a book, go in a single room, lock it up. Okay, take this book, start reading it. You will realize that many people are not able to read properly. Confidence nahi hai, voice will be so slow, they take pauses at the wrong places. Even if you listen to your statement again, you will not understand the meaning. Many people are having these kind of problems. Whatever they are saying, it's so much broken in grammar, in breaks in the sentences at so many places where it should not be there. Okay, they itself will not understand back. So you have to start working on that as the step one. So what do? Stand in front of mirror. Okay, take a phone, take a book, record your voice. So be loud, be confident, just start reading it. Blindly just start reading with bold confidence. Lock your rooms. अगर लग रहा है friends मजाक उड़ाते हैं, उनको बोलो भाड़ में जाओ, थोड़ा सा focus on growth first. ठीक है, in a room, read it. Once you read it for 2 minutes, guys, very nicely you can improve in this. Once you read it for 2 minutes, take a pause. Listen to yourself back again. Try to see whether you are really understanding what you're saying or not. If you're not understanding yourself, voice is not good, this is problem, that is problem, and compare yourself to all the other things that you see on internet. Compare yourself with all the great communicators of the world, or movie artists, or whoever. Khud ka bar, hold it that high. Don't give narrow chance to yourself. Really improve. It is a skill to be improved, so improve. That's it. Okay? So till the time you become confident and boldly you speak, don't move to the next step. Your first checkpoint is record your own voice, speak loudly, speak confidently, and just read, maybe looking at some book, some material. So because if you think ad hoc, you will make other mistakes there. So step by step seekte. Let's do it one by one. Okay? Now stick with this habit till the time whatever you are saying starts making sense to you. And then maybe you can just reach out to your family members or friends and just give your recorded version to them and just ask them to listen. If you feel you have really grown good, you're able to understand, maybe record it for 5 minutes and give it to people. Are you really able to understand this? And once you see that this is happening, so matlab step one is achieved. Whatever you are speaking, the voice is clear, others are able to understand. Okay? Now I'm giving a second twist here. Now this is really good. Okay, I came across this technique. It's really great actually. There are a lot of online portals available which does audio conversion. Okay, audio translations. Like you just input your audio recording and it will convert it into subtitles or words. Okay, YouTube does that, Instagram did that as well. Plus there are a lot of online tools available. So what you need to do is you record your own voice. That mp3 file audio which will come, upload it in this online tools which will generate the words, the text literals. And now the tool is written based on algorithm of speaking of so many people. So if the tool is not able to understand what you are saying, that means there is a problem in you. Because if the tool cannot understand, other people will also not understand. So you can keep that as a measure. So why to even trust if you feel, no, my family members might also laugh, I cannot give it to them. Use this tool. Tool is not going to laugh. Tool will just tell you, I don't understand what you're saying. So that's the second strategy. Record your own audio, upload it into an online tool which will convert it into words, and see whether the tool is able to convert into words properly or not. If it is not happening, that means you have to keep recording till the time whatever you say should be loud, confident, clear. The tool should understand. When you listen to your voice, you should understand. Plus, if you give this audio to anybody else, they should understand. That should be your first checkpoint. Okay, now I am able to do this properly. That is first area, audio improvement. Okay, that is first area of communication improvement, is improvement in your audio, voice quality, words, confidence. Like, are you bold and loud enough? Okay, now second improvement here, while you are doing this audio transcriptions, the audio words like sound to text conversion, in that if you are speaking with lot of fumbling words or filler words like oh, and all those kind of things in between, the tool is even going to tell that, okay, these are non-English words, I am not able to understand. Okay, that should be your second improvement area. Okay, why do you do that? Okay, ek karke, then you have to remove those things. Okay, why are you telling so many times क्या problem क्या है, ठीक है? In such cases, the known technique is by slow things down. Don't try to tell things fast. Go slowly. It is okay. Go slowly at a gradual pace, one thought at one time. Just speak it naturally. Don't try to rush up. Take some pauses in between. Take some breaths in between as you speak. Don't try to go fast. Be as slow and calm as possible. Important thing is, whatever you are trying to say, you should be able to understand it back. So it's not about fast bolna or slowing. It's like strike the right balance. There is no need like far bol diya and like ho gaya. It's not communication. Okay, so don't try to measure it with your fluency and all that stuff. Try to be as slow but clear, loud, so that the tool can understand. So first area of improvement is audio improvement. How do you improve on your audio? Stand in front of a mirror, take a book, record your audio. Till the time you keep listening it back enough, you should be able to clearly understand what you are saying. If you have reached to that point, take this audio, upload it into an online tool, search for it. Okay, audio to text converter. Search for it, and in that load it and see whether the tool is able to convert your entire audio into text. And if there are not things, again repeat. Once it will happen eventually. There is no other way. The more you do, the better you will get. And if there are gaps and filler words in between, try to remove that and speak again. If you do this kind of exercise now, doesn't matter how much time it takes. You have to do it as long as it takes, because it completely depends upon how much time are you doing it daily. If you do it maybe 12 hours a day, maybe in 1 week you will get a hold of all this thing. But if you do it 30 minutes a day, time to lagega, right? If you do it only for 30 minutes and then you are expecting a marvelous changes should come, it will not come. This is a really funny example. Okay, I heard this in the IT industry from some of my manager in the beginning days. Okay, it was really like I was shocked. Bola, kya bol raha hai banda? He said ki, okay, one woman takes 9 months to deliver a baby. You cannot put 9 women and say in 1 month give me a baby. Okay, and it was about project estimation. They said ki, even if you put 9 developers here, this project cannot happen in 1 week. There are some things which will take time. Okay, there are some things, if it can happen in 3 months, no matter how many developers you put, it will take 3 months only. That's how your communication is. You cannot say in one day I want to become a master. It completely depends upon how much efforts you are putting, and then also it depends upon matter of time. If you try to do it early, you will not be able to deliver the baby. Yeah, as simple as that. Keep sticking to it. Keep repeating it. Long hours every single day. Eventually you will learn. That's what, as long as it takes. There is no end limit. The end limit is, yes, I am good in this. Now, different people, depending upon how much time they put, how much concentrated efforts they put, they will learn at different output times. Some people might be in a week, some people in a month. And if you guys are consistent for 3 months, it completely depends, right? It depends on so many factors. Your dedication, commitment, and your repetition. Okay, fine. First thing, audio improvement will happen like this. And then once you start becoming natural in this, remove the book, start speaking naturally. Okay, start speaking naturally. And then let's see, the mind will give you thoughts and then you're speaking it on the fly. That is second stage of improvement. So go it step by step. First with book. Second, remove book, take a topic, do it with your thoughts. And in that also, if you cannot speak full on like on the fly, maybe write some bullet points. Maybe these 3 bullet points I will definitely explain. And then around that, so spontaneous speaking will improve. Fine. So all these things are 2 stages of audio improvement. Now comes the next stage, guys. Okay, dekho, communication is a club of lot of things. Okay, audio is one. Next comes like your visual effects. Okay, how do you look? How is your facial expressions? How are your hands? How is your shoulder? How is your body language? All of that is communication. And guys, there was a study conducted where people said, okay, when you're telling something, others will understand, like 55% weightage will be on your visual effect. Now that is a big deal. So when you go in for any interview or any big meetings, be careful about your body language. So not just what you tell is important, but how you carry yourself. If you're telling a serious topic, that seriousness should look on your face. That confidence should look on your face. Many a times you are in interview, people look lack in confidence, even if they are telling correct answers, but their shoulders are down, their face is low. We are like, he's telling correct answers, but look at the body language. It feels you are doubting your own answers. And when we see a person doubting, we really twist it in interview. Acha, aise bol raha hai, but ye to galat hai. Intentionally, you might be right, but interviewer might say, no, this is wrong. And then the people who are lacking confidence, they start doubting, and maybe this is wrong. That's how nice people get not cleared in interviews. Even though you are telling correct, but your body language was telling us nervous, and we need good, confident people at work. So my way of interviewing will be, I'll really try to scrutinize things. Like, you might be telling right, but I will read your body language. Not looking good, I might take, this is not correct. What is, if this is a problem, I'll logically try to find problems in your answers. And if you're confident, you should be able to solve that problem logically and tell me, no, 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 you are wrong in this case, because I still feel it will be like this. Okay. And that's why you're confidently, you should be talking to each other. If we see that happening, that means the person can think, speak, do communication. But if you feel lack in confidence, if you're not saying it properly, people just understand it. So you just have to make sure whenever you are in an interview, be it a video call or be it like face to face in offices, okay, go it with the spine erect, look confident, walk straight, don't be nervous, take yourself nicely, speak properly there. If you feel nervous, drink some water, take some gap, and again, carry yourself nicely. And guys, never lean on the chair. I've seen such people doing it. ऐसे हाथ डाल के बैठे. Okay, an essay interview. What nonsense. These people will just be rejected. That's it. The body language itself talks about bullshit. Like attitude, like what? Everybody has to be down to earth. There is no other way in industry. So carry yourself nicely, focus, you look sharp, speak sharp, be confident. Your eyes, your face, your hands, you should feel like you are thinking in the moment. Listen to the questions properly, answer it properly, loud, clear. Okay, don't doubt yourself. If you know the answer, tell it. If you don't know, just tell, I'm not aware of this, but maybe this is how it can happen. Think logical. When that happens, a vibe is created, and majority of the times it is your visual presence which creates that. How do you grow? How do you grow in this visual presence now? Audio ka to kar liye. Okay, we still have like 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, we'll speak about how do you improve your visual presence. Pretty simple. There you go, guys. If you really want to do it, you can do it. The thing is, you need to get started. Okay, now how do you improve your visual presence? Simple. One by one, you need to start working on each of these qualities. Okay, first, how do you do it? Record yourself, keep a phone at a distance. Okay, take again maybe same book and stand in front of your phone recording. First, you can even like, let's say the phone recording is the second step. First step, stand in front of mirror. This was basic before technology was there. How people improved is mirror ke samne khade ke baat karo, and that's it. People learn communication like that. Stand in front of mirror, take a book and try to look at yourself. How do you look? Speak, make facial expressions, take an emotional topic and try to see whether you are able to convey that emotion in your face. If it is sad, does your face look sad? Okay, does your voice look sad? Now, sadness ke liye you are softening your voice. Come on, a tragedy happened today. Okay, this thing should never has been happened, but it happened. We need to prevent it going forward. Voice bhi change ho gaya, face pe bhi ek sadness is there. Right? Try to practice this. Next, happy. Arey wow, great thing happened today. Voice changed, facial expression changed. Tomorrow again we will do it. Let's do it. It's an awesome day, guys. You can create these emotions. Okay, sad emotions, happy emotions, angry emotions. Okay, whatever. Take these emotions, stand in front of mirror and start practicing. Is your face and the body language conveying the emotion that you're trying to say? And एक एक करके pick up emotion. Now happiness, take few lines about happiness, speak it out. Sadness, speak it out. And the more you do this, you will start seeing how do you use your facial muscles, which means your eyebrows, your eyes, your jaw, cheeks. Okay, all of this, your facial muscles. Next, how do you use your hands? Okay, how do you use your spine, your body language, when your shoulders should be like this, when your shoulders should be like this? How do you walk if you're standing? So एक एक करके body parts पे you have to focus and then start improving. And if you don't know how to do it, simply Google how to improve body language. YouTube pay, you will find n number of things to do. Start following it one by one. Guys, go to internet. All your solutions will be there, but practice it like this. Okay. Next, once you have done this, do one next thing. Just record yourself. Keep the video away, phone away from you. Record yourself. Speak it maybe for 2 minutes. And after that, take your video, mute the audio of it, and just see how do you look when you're telling something. Is your body language really confident speaking something, or are you just like stuck in a single place and just mouth is wobbling? Because in that case you're not effectively communicating. Because if others cannot catch the presence which you're trying to put into, that means you're not communicating. You will just go bouncer for people. एक कान से सुनेंगे दूसरे से छोड़ेंगे. That's how it will happen. Okay, so you need to make these gestures. Like it somehow it just happened to me naturally because I consume that movies. So like body language, hands. If I see ke nahi ho raha hai, so generally when I'm in like big meetings, okay, or even like Amirpet mein when I used to do like 500 people, 1,000 people, so I need to read people. I need to use my body presence there. Hands kaise karna hai, face kaise karna hai, looking into the eyes of the people, trying to see into their heart through their eyes, really creating that environment with the voice, with your facial body, then people connect back to you. So you have to create that vibe and it will come with practice. Okay? So now the second way of improvement, your visual, stand in front of mirror, to take topic of one emotion and try to practice. Does your body language convey that emotion? Anger, happiness, sadness, sorrow, joy, fun. Okay, multiple emotions, try to master it and then record it, observe it for yourself, and then one by one, even improve in that. And if you do this long enough, all the techniques which we said today, long enough, maybe in a month ho jayega. It doesn't even take more than 1 month if you're really putting a lot of efforts in this. Okay, but eventually it will happen. But if you still keep asking the same question, what to do, guys, all the techniques might be available. You go to Google and just type it in YouTube, how to improve communication. You'll find 1,000 videos there. But point is application. That's how the change will come. Okay, fine. So let me share the attendance for today. If you have any specific questions, write it as part of the attendance, so that tomorrow first thing we will take these questions and then we will go forward. Okay, anything, because different people might have still different doubts. Fine, let me give you the attendance for today. And apply, guys, apply, and you will find definite results into this. Communication enhancement, important skill for your career success. Keep taking actions, guys. Keep taking actions. Tomorrow we are going to actually talk about how to take consistent actions. That's a very important topic. Consistency. Many people struggle with this. Okay, they start with the things they might do one time, but they are not able to do it for a long time, and that's what is the problem. So tomorrow it will be about consistency and habit building, and we'll even be discussing about the book reading and some of the books which I feel are really valuable. So tomorrow we'll discuss about all that, and from Friday onwards it is going to be IT related workshop, but we will filter down, okay, who will be on Zoom based upon those who have attended maximum sessions out of this. So out of 10 sessions, 9 or 10, these two guys we will give it forward, maybe 8 also, it depends, let's see. Okay, so guys, chalo, mark your attendance and work on your communication, guys. Work on your communication. Okay, somebody is saying I'm good at speaking in English, but how do we learn American accent for speaking? Again, same thing. Watch American shows. Okay, watch American shows, web series, movies, whatever. You will catch the slang. Only when you keep listening to it, you will start understanding words. So right now I'm in Thailand since 1 year. In the beginning, यहाँ पे लोगों का accent is different. Okay, even while we are talking in English here, नहीं समझ रहा था in the beginning times. But when you keep interacting it often, you get the slang, you catch the slang. That's how it happens. So you just go there. Attendance code for today is, what is the code for today? 6767. Okay, so that's how, guys. I would just say watch the web series or movies or whatever, and automatically you'll start catching the words. Initially start with subtitles if you're feeling any hesitations, and eventually it will become more smooth. Fine. And if you have any other questions, add it as part of attendance tomorrow when the session starts 9 p.m. We will take up that itself. And all of you guys, yes, try to wake up in the morning. Don't lose that time. It's a golden time for success. If not with us, do it independently, but don't don't not do it. Okay, please. So thank you everybody. Hope you had a good learning today, and see you guys tomorrow. Day by day chalte rahenge gaadi. Chalo, thank you.